What would you do if you found out you lost 50,000 USD to a con artist? Most people would panic, but Stoicism teaches us to stay calm and focused. Let's dive into how. Here's the shocking truth. Most people react emotionally and make things worse in high-stress situations. But Stoicism shows us how to control our reactions and turn failures into strengths. Have you ever faced a huge setback? Could applying ancient Stoic wisdom help you bounce back stronger? Let's explore that now. If you've ever wondered how to stay calm and collected when life throws a curveball, this video is for you. Join us at Wisdom Daily as we explore how Stoic philosophy can help you deal with difficult situations, like losing a fortune, with grace and resilience. Lesson 1. The feeling of confusion and anger when losing a large sum of money. Imagine you've just been swindled out of 50,000 USD. The initial feeling: anger, confusion, a loss of control. Most people would lash out, feel bitter, or even spiral into despair. We often feel like we've been wronged and want to blame someone else or even ourselves for making such a mistake. It's an overwhelming situation that leaves us questioning everything, especially our judgment. Take the case of Elizabeth Holmes, the infamous founder of Theranos. For years, she deceived investors, promising a revolutionary blood testing technology. When the truth came out, she lost everything: her company, reputation, and freedom. Instead of breaking down, Stoic principles could have helped her face the consequences with grace. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Had she applied Stoic philosophy, she could have found inner peace despite the devastating consequences and used the situation as an opportunity to reflect and grow. Stoicism teaches us that our emotions, especially in times of distress, are within our control. The world around us is chaotic, and external events may overwhelm us, but we always have the power to choose how we respond. Marcus Aurelius's words remind us that while we can't control what happens to us, we can control our reactions to those events. By practicing self-discipline, patience, and calmness, we can maintain our inner peace, even when everything around us is falling apart. Have you ever let anger or frustration take over in a difficult moment? How did it affect your decision-making? Reflecting on how you handled past situations can help you realize that the next time you face a setback, you might choose a Stoic response. What if you paused before reacting and controlled your emotions to make better choices? So, how do we actually control these emotions when faced with such a betrayal? Let's explore the Stoic approach and learn practical ways to overcome our emotional impulses. Stay with me, and we'll dive into how Stoicism can help us find calm in the storm. Lesson 2. Controlling emotions and finding inner peace. One of the hardest things to do in a situation like this is to stay calm. Losing a large sum of money can shake anyone's confidence. When you feel betrayed or deceived, emotions can cloud your judgment, and the urge to react impulsively becomes overwhelming. In those moments, the mind races, and it becomes hard to focus on anything other than the anger and frustration. Consider the story of Tim Cook, Apple's CEO. In the face of multiple product failures and leadership challenges, he used Stoic principles to remain calm and focused on the bigger picture. After the infamous Apple Maps debacle, many doubted Apple's future, yet Cook didn't succumb to panic. He faced the crisis with composure, understood the situation, and made rational decisions. Tim Cook's ability to maintain calm during such a challenging time is a perfect example of Stoic philosophy in action. Stoics focus on controlling what we can, our thoughts and reactions. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This powerful teaching reminds us that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond. In times of stress, we have the ability to pause, reflect, and choose a calm reaction rather than being driven by emotions. Next time you face a challenging situation, try taking a step back and reflecting before reacting. How do you think that would change your experience? Instead of letting emotions control your actions, imagine taking a moment to breathe, reassess the situation, and then respond with clarity. This pause could make a world of difference in how you navigate difficult moments. Now that we understand how to calm ourselves, let's move on to finding a meaningful perspective in a challenging situation. Lesson 3. Accepting failure and learning from it. Many people struggle to accept that they've been scammed. It's easy to get stuck in regret or victimhood. The feeling of being cheated often leads to dwelling on the loss and wishing we could turn back time. But that mindset doesn't help us move forward. It traps us in a cycle of negativity, preventing us from learning and growing from the experience. Consider the comeback story of Steve Jobs. After being ousted from Apple, the company he founded, Jobs could have fallen into despair. He could have blamed others, played the victim, or given up entirely. Instead, he embraced failure, learning from his mistakes and coming back stronger. Jobs understood that failure wasn't the end. It was just a stepping stone to greater success. He used his time away from Apple to build Next and acquire Pixar, which ultimately led to his return to Apple, where he revolutionized the tech industry once again. Stoicism teaches acceptance of what we cannot control. As Marcus Aurelius says, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means that obstacles and setbacks are not just things we must endure. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. Instead of seeing failure as a roadblock, Stoicism encourages us to see it as a necessary part of the journey. Think about a time you faced a major failure. How could accepting it and learning from it have changed your outcome? What if instead of resisting or denying the failure, you embraced it as an opportunity to improve and refine your approach? By accepting failure as part of the process, you open yourself up to the possibility of greater success in the future. But acceptance doesn't mean inaction. The Stoics show us how to turn these challenges into opportunities for growth. Let's now explore how we can take the lessons from Stoicism and use them to create meaningful action in our lives. Lesson 4. Taking action and recovery. Moving forward. So, what's next after you've accepted the situation and found calm? The next step is action. Many people make the mistake of dwelling on the past. They replay the situation over and over in their minds, which only keeps them stuck. While it's natural to feel upset after a setback, true progress comes from moving forward and taking purposeful steps. After losing everything, people like Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos used Stoic principles to remain focused on their long-term vision rather than getting bogged down by temporary setbacks. Both faced failures in their careers, but they never let those failures define them. They took their losses as lessons and refocused their energies on their next big move. Jeff Bezos, for example, could have given up when Amazon faced the possibility of bankruptcy in its early days. Instead, he used that pressure as a drive to push the company toward innovation and success. Stoicism encourages us to use setbacks as fuel for the next step. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This highlights the Stoic belief that challenges aren't something to avoid, they are essential for growth. Every obstacle we face is an opportunity to build resilience and gain wisdom. By choosing to act, even in the face of adversity, we unlock our potential to achieve something greater. What's your next step when you face a setback? How can you take action today to move forward, no matter the situation? Instead of staying stuck in regret or frustration, think about how you can use the lesson from the challenge to make progress. Even small actions can lead to significant change over time. Let's now wrap up with a final thought on how Stoic philosophy can help us embrace the challenges of life with resilience. By applying Stoic principles, we can transform setbacks into stepping stones toward greater success and inner peace. Today, we've learned how Stoic philosophy can help us deal with the most difficult situations, like losing a significant amount of money to a scam. By mastering our emotions, accepting failure, and focusing on action, we can emerge stronger and more resilient. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control what happens, we can always control how we react to it. By applying these principles, we can turn challenges into opportunities for growth. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe to Wisdom Daily, and comment below with your thoughts on how Stoicism has helped you cope with challenges. We'd love to hear your experiences and how you've applied Stoic wisdom in your own life. If you want more insightful tips like this, don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Daily and become part of our community dedicated to mastering life's challenges with Stoicism. Remember, life will always throw obstacles your way, but with the wisdom of Stoicism, you can face them with a calm mind and a resilient heart. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we'll explore more ways to live a stronger, more purposeful life.